What's happening, guys? I'm Dean. Welcome back to another episode of Poor Michigan Reviews. We're diving into a Founders beer, guys. It is Velvet Rush, clocking in at 11.1% ABV. No slouch by any means. And we have an Imperial Brown Ale brewed with coffee, chocolate, vanilla extract, and milk sugar aged in bourbon barrels. I have not had this time of recording, guys. Have not had this beer or seen it out for very long. At most a few weeks, but have not gotten my chance to get into this one, guys. So here we are. I think your standard retail price on this one's going to be about $14.99, which is in range with the breakfast stout. So it's a pretty good bang for your buck, if you ask me, guys. 11.1%, and again, under 15 bucks. Yes, add on the tax and bottle deposit, you're a little bit higher, but hey, these days, $14.99 for a big beer, very, very good price, I would say. Nothing really else to add, guys. I have not had this, and it's part of the Barrel Age series. I like the packaging, and it's not really a good day for bourbon barrel-aged beer, guys, but I'm going to do this anyways. It's 80 degrees in northern Michigan. I have the rest of the day off. So what we have underneath is the barrel-aged cap, which is standard these days for the Barrel Age series. Don't know if that's going to pop up. Darn. I'm not good enough, guys. I'm sorry, but you can see that there's writing there, and then it doesn't focus. So I'm never going to be good with this camera, guys. You're going to have to live with it. I'm sorry, until I buy a new one. So Velvet Rush, we're going to go to the pour, guys. Actually, you know what? Have I described this to you? Borrowing elements from both high-end craft cocktails, Moody Jazz Club's Velvet Rush takes a bourbon barrel-aged brown up an octave with free-flowing notes of coffee, chocolate, vanilla extract, milk, sugar aids in weaving together this complex tapestry of flavors to create a unique sipping experience that really ties this room together. So, guys, haven't had this one, like I said, and I don't know anything about it. Okay, we're not pouring jet black. That's good to see. This is not a stout. It's a brown. I'm going to use this nifty little glass for bourbon tasting, guys, that see it fitting. But you have a nice lighter, muddy brown with a little bit of amber hue in there, a little reddish velvet amber hue in there. Ha, velvet. But I do, on the bottom curvature of the glass, I do see some reddish, ruby red intertwined with the brown muddiness, guys. But there's actually a very kind of almost bright white 2 fingers worth of head in here that's sticking around. It's actually pretty dense, to be honest. I didn't expect that. I'd imagine this dissipates as it kind of opens up here, guys, but that's pretty big head. That seems to be on the brighter end of the spectrum, if you ask me. But yeah, good looking beer, guys. I love brown ales. Again, not the greatest day for it. It being 80 today, but that's okay. We're going to dive in anyways. Let's see if we can get an aroma of this brown, guys. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, this is a Founder signature. It smells like KBS. It smells like breakfast stout put together. It smells big, not boozy. It smells chocolatey, very espresso forward. It smells just like KBS espresso. I mean, literally, guys, if I did this blindly, I might not be able to tell you otherwise. I get a ton of espresso, nice bright chocolate chips, some dark chocolate. Some honey, just honestly, chocolate chip baked cookies in the oven. It smells delicious. It smells just like the KBS series. And I don't know, the ABV might be actually very similar to that one too, guys. I'm interested to look. Forgot off the top of my head, but it seems like these beers are awfully close together these days in flavors and profiling. Founders kind of seems to have, I don't want to say cookie cuttered it, the recipe, but I'm sure that this has some differences, and I'm going to experiment with them, guys. Let's see. This is Cheers. This is Velvet Rush. Let's see what we're working with. Room temperature, by the way. No refrigeration. Okay. Very, very light medium to medium mouthfeel, guys. It's not this big booze bomb. Yes, there's some alcohol warmth and a dash bit of booziness on the back end, but it's not that thick, oily body. This brown is still on the lighter category, just like the KBS has been recently. It's not that thick, just dense, you know, darkness going down. It's just a lot different, guys. It's not It's not what I would recall being 11.1%. It seems like it's so much lighter, but again, guys, good flavors going on in here. A little bit of malty complex in here. Again, honey baked cookies. We got dark chocolate chip cookies in the oven kind of qualities coming out. Espresso, very, very sharp. It's coffee, but I get hints of strong espresso, guys, on the front here. What do we have? Coffee, chocolate. Yeah, the vanilla. I guess the vanilla comes into play quite a bit. Smooths everything out like butter, guys. Very good mouthfeel, but again, a little bit light. Dash boozy on the back end. I don't get hints of bourbon, in all honesty. It just seems a little hot. There's a slight sweetness, little vanilla, sugary hue to this beer, but really quite dry on the back end, guys. Ends with that little kind of boozy coffee kind of bitterness on the back end. In the front, you're getting some chocolate chip cookies, a little bit of vanilla milk sugar in there. But again, it's actually not as complex as one might think, guys. You're getting those couple layers, and then it just drops off at the end there. Booziness kind of just bittering and lingers on the back end. Nothing too crazy here, guys. It's solid beer. It's a solid beer at 11.1. The value's there. Good flavors. It's not quite in depth like KBS, so I do take that statement back, thinking that this could be kind of cookie cutter-ish. It's not. There are similarities in the aroma, just for a moment in the palate, but it changes very quickly, guys. This beer does stand alone on its own. But yeah, I mean, it's a dash watery. It's a dash light for 11.1. No real bourbon presence. Honestly, guys, if this beer was cold, it would go down extremely easy. This is room temperature, and there's just some warming in my chest as it goes down. A fair bit of booziness. But really, guys, if I had to do this blindly, I wouldn't think it's as big as it is based on the mouthfeel or the heat on the back end. I honestly don't think it's that hot. All that being said, guys, I would say this beer is very good. It's not mind-blowing. There are some good things about it, some great qualities. Also, not so amazing qualities because of the hype behind some of these beers. So I would say this is solid. 4 out of 5, guys. Nothing too crazy. I'm having camera issues. I'm going to cut it there. Thank you so much for joining me on this review, guys. I'm Dan. Catch you on the next one. Cheers.